My next guest is the founder and creative director and game designer and everything in between of the Battle of Polytopia.
Yes.
Felix, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome to our show. Battle of Polytopia is, I would say, an interesting case of a game that started with an ambition of being just a good game and spreading to the incredible world of fans with millions of players in the world. It's a mobile game, and you started as a mobile game, and but it's based on the PC heritage because, of course, the inspiration of it is Civilization. Can you tell us how it happened, how you started working on it a long time ago now?
Yeah. It was released almost 10 years ago, and it's still doing good. But at that time, I didn't work in games before. I've been a programmer all my life, but I didn't work with games. But I played a lot of Civilization as a kid, and I really liked that game a lot. And when I got my first smartphone, I felt that I really wanted to play a game like that on the phone, but there weren't any Civilization-like games.
Did you start it as a side thing?
Yeah. So I started as a spare time project, mainly just to make it for myself because I really wanted to play that game. So I made the game I wanted to play myself. And I really, to make it work well on a mobile phone, I needed to really reduce it to the essence and streamline everything. So I worked quite hard on trying to find out what was the core mechanics that I really liked in these kind of games.
What's it like to start trying to make your game, just from a passion perspective? Do you experiment? Do you just do things and see if it works? What's the process in creating such a thing?
Well, the process is, since I could do almost everything in the game myself, it's quite a quick process. So if you're both a game designer and a programmer at the same time, and I also made the art and everything, because then you can just sit and tweak it, and then you play it, and then you change things, and then you play it. So it's almost like just playing the game. And then when you reach something that feels weird, or you see something that, I wish I could do this here, and then you just take a break and then you make it. And
you seek advice, or you just work on your own? Is it something like, all right, I'm going to have someone test this thing because I don't know if it works or not?
Yeah, of course I tested it on my friends around me and so on. And that's quite interesting because I had this vision, this idea in my head of a game that I wanted. And when I showed it to my friends, they were they didn't understand because they couldn't see the vision. They just saw what I made and I wasn't done yet. And it was a very interesting moment the first time when I showed it to one of my friends and they got hooked. I realized that I did something that made the game go from just a vision in my head into something that someone could actually understand. And I saw something in their eyes or the way that they started playing it and just got lost in it a little bit. And
you realize that this is going against all the market advice, industry advice. Almost all the time people say, don't make a game that you would like to play, make the game that, for a market, for an audience, and so on. And it's interesting because when you say this, it's very rare that a single person vision matches with a market, right?
Yeah, but is it really that? I don't know. I find it very hard to make a game for someone else. How do you know if it's good or not? And you have to ask them, and it's a very slow process. And we're all humans. It's not like I'm that unique. So if I manage to make a game that I really love myself, I bet there are a couple of million people on this earth that agree with me on that. I'm not a freak,
Yeah, no.
I think more people should make games or any product in the world, make stuff that you like yourself if you have the opportunity to do so.
And see if it works.
Yeah, I think. If you manage to impress yourself, I think you have a good shot at impressing other people as well.
Is it? The game now is very different from what it was when it launched 10 years ago. You added stuff, you changed things, you know, you grew it into something kind of different. You know, how much of this was planned and how much of it was like a natural progression of, okay, I'll listen to players' feedback and so on, and then I make this thing because, not because I really want to do it, but because people are asking for it?
I really tried to stay away from just fulfilling the players' expectations if I didn't agree with them. I did that at some few occasions in the beginning, like because I was kind of overwhelmed with all the feedback I got, and some people had really strong opinions about stuff. And then I did what they told me to do, even though I didn't like it myself. And like that wasn't a good thing. I mean, it turned out fine anyway, but after that I've been really hard on trying to like just do stuff that I really agree on myself, that it's a good idea. But I get a lot of good ideas and feedback from the community.
So there are occasions where you say, all right, this thing is really cool, I'm going to make it.
Yeah.
This thing, I don't agree, I'm just going to forget about it. Because I guess that when we look at customers' feedback, you know, we tend to see like statistically about, you know, all right, out of 100 people, 50 are requesting this specific feature, so we have to do it. Is that part of it, or is it more like gut feeling for you?
It's more, I mean, I don't think people really know what they want when they request things. So it's about if a lot of people are saying something, you have to like decipher and try to understand what they're actually meaning. What's their need? How can I solve this in a good way? Because I can see the frustration, but I don't think they always know what they want.
How many people in the team now?
Now I built a small studio around the game, so we're 5 people in the studio at the moment. So it's still a small team, but a very good team, and that's
how was it to integrate more people into your vision? Was it a hard process?
It was a hard process. I worked a few years alone on the project, and then I felt that the game grew a lot and the audience grew a lot, so there was a lot of pressure on me to take care of this all alone, and I felt that I couldn't really spend time on the fun stuff anymore. I had to do a lot of other things. So when I decided to scale up the game, I also wanted to avoid becoming a manager myself. I wanted to be like a hands-on game designer, and because this is still a passion project for me. So the first person I hired was Christian, who is our CEO. So it was a 2-man team then. So I had a CEO and I was everything else. And then he helped me grow this into a small studio. And
I find it fascinating that the first person you hired wasn't someone to delegate stuff to, but to manage stuff, which is, you know, I don't think I've heard this many times. It's like a very wise decision, as in, I want to take care of the game and I want somebody to manage the thing, which is, I guess, why small developers would be looking for a publisher, as in, I don't want to care about finance, legal, whatever. I want someone to take care of it, so they sort of give away part of their IP or whatever to sort of, or royalties or whatever, to you know, to have someone else do this, and so they can focus on the game. I guess it's a kind of similar thing.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was on that path as well. I talked to a lot of publishers and even talked to other game companies to see if I could like do this together with someone else, because I didn't come from the industry myself. I have no experience working with games. I don't even play games, you know. I only play Polytopia.
I just find everything fascinating. Everything you say is fascinating because it's sort of bucking trends and making, you know, me think, all right, there are other ways. You know, we usually, you know, we go out and you know, and say how we do things, how we make business, and we're a thriving company. We're doing very well. So you're almost bound to sort of think that your way of doing things is, I wouldn't say the only way, but the right way or the best way. But then you hear people are, you know, coming from different perspective, and I find what you do and how you do it very fascinating. 10 years of release plus the development of the game is sort of like coming to 12 years into the game. Do you grow bored of it? Do you like, I want to do something else? Do you open the code and think, just another day in the office, or is that happening?
Mostly it's still very fun. I mean, we release a lot of updates and modify the games in different ways that feels almost like you're making a new game. And it's always exciting when you have a big audience that have opinions about stuff. And I think it's a lot of fun. Sometimes I get tired of playing the game, but then I come back to it. Maybe I take a break for a week or so, but I still play the game a lot. But sometimes I get a bit like, if you're working on it and then you're playing it, then so there's a lot of Polytopia for me. So sometimes
but you're
I have to
still
take a break.
doing what you like.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that if I ever stop thinking that it's fun to work on this game, I will do something else. And I think the game also has a lot of replayability, and it can survive, I think, very well, even if I don't constantly add stuff.
How often do you release new things?
I don't know, a couple of times a year.
Okay.
It depends. It's like small. Sometimes it's a bug fix. Sometimes it's just some weird idea. Like every Easter we add some Easter egg.
Okay.
That's a small thing, and then we add content whenever. We also try to not set any hard deadlines, or just to avoid crunch time. So we have a few projects that we work on internally, and when we feel that they're done and the quality is really, really good, we release it.
Another very different thing you do, because it's a mobile game, of course it's free to play, and then you've got like your internal ways of monetizing. For the game you buy tribes and such. But it's a very different approach to the general mobile gaming world, which is seen as the whole system is based on user acquisition and retention, and do you look at that at all? Do you not care? What's the approach there? Is it like very much like mobile game driven, so I need to look at how many people convert, my daily average revenue per user, all that kind of stuff?
Well, I mean, especially in the beginning, I was alone. I didn't have any experience in the gaming scene, and then the game took off and got a lot of attention. I was contacted by a lot of people who are good at making money or whatever, wanted to advise me.
Self-services.
Yeah, it's a lot of people that email you or come up to you and trying to tell me what to do. And at that time, it feels like, okay, maybe I have to think about these things, and maybe I have to do this and that. But I felt that I've never been that interested in making money. I mean, it's very good to have money so you can continue working on the games, but that has never been my priority. And I felt like this might be the only game I do in my life. I want this to be a good legacy, and I want to have fun while I'm alive. Great. So I just want to make a really, really good game. Yeah.
The thing you're doing is also trying to see about other platforms. So there's a PC version as well. Mm-hmm. You're doing consoles as well?
Yeah, we did a Nintendo Switch version of the game.
How was that? I mean, did you sort of do it because you wanted to check on other platforms? Was that a pure business thing? Was it your CEO or?
No, but it's nice to spread the stakes also and to try different platforms and see if it works. And of course, it's nice to have a broader business thing, so you're not so attached to one vendor or one company that sells your stuff. So we try to be in many places, and it's also about reaching players that use different devices and so on.
And is it like mobile players also playing on other platforms, or is it completely new players? Do you know that, or just anecdotally, or?
Yeah, I don't really know that. Maybe Christian, CEO, knows better than me.
Like a data guy.
But I think there are quite a lot of people that play it both on PC and mobile.
Okay. One very interesting project that you have is this Game Town project. Can you tell us a bit more about it? A bit about it?
Yeah, it started maybe 2 years ago. We had the idea that because we had then formed this Media One, the game studio, and we were 5 people, and we wanted to have like a good office. And it's kind of hard to have such a small office. So we wanted to have a bigger office, and we wanted to have more friends around us. So we decided to start a co-working space instead, specifically for small game developers as ourselves. So Christian, again, started setting that up for us, and then a year ago we launched Game Town in Stockholm.
It's an office space where you have other developers?
Yes, so it's we were aiming to attract other small developing studios that were a bit like us, like between 5 and 10 people or so. And we have managed to gather a really good group of people. So I think it's full now, actually. It's about 50 people who sit there, and they all have a lot of small games that they work on.
And you're actually, as a company, renting the space yourself?
Yes, we set up, Game Town is their own company, and we are one of the customers of our own company, I would say. Yeah. So
is there anything like you sharing ideas, and is that happening?
Yeah,
or is
definitely.
it more like just talking about?
No, but definitely, I really love the games industry. Everyone I meet people are really nice and creative and passionate and willing to share a lot of knowledge and ideas, and it's very rare that I meet people who are not open to collaborating and sharing and talking. So that goes really well with. The Game Town is open. It's just one room. Everybody sits in the same room, and so you kind of hear what people are talking about, or you can see what's on their screens, and when you have lunch. And I've gotten to know a lot of very interesting people there, and I hear other people sharing stuff all the time. So I think it's a really, really good place to be if you want to.
That's great.
Learn.
Felix, what's the future of the Battle of Polytopia? You announced tournaments as well, right? You've recently.
Yeah, we are actually having a world championship this fall. The qualifications already started, so that's very exciting. Yeah. So there's going to be a final in Stockholm in December, we're going to do qualifiers this fall, and then I think 6 players will come to Stockholm and meet up in a live sent event that we're going to organize. So it's going to be really, really interesting to see. It's a very good competitive game, I would say. You can become really, really, really good at Polytopia. I don't have a chance at playing these people.
Even though you've got more hours than anyone else?
I don't even think I have more hours than everyone. I've seen people who have more hours than me in this game. And I learn strategies and stuff from people all the time in my own game. And so I wouldn't have a chance in this World Championship. But it's very interesting to see how they play, the people who are really good. And this is also going to be the first physical event we have for Polytopia, and we're hoping to be able to invite some of the long-time players that's been around and supported us through the years, and also anyone who's interested in coming to see the live thing.
That's great, Felix. Thank you very much for sharing this amazing story with us and your really different vision and approach, which I really like and appreciate. Really, this is really cool. As a tradition, we have these 5 quick fire questions for you. Hopefully not too hard for you. But thanks for joining us. It was great having you. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Not sure. Tell me one thing you love about making games.
It's like being God and like creating a little world. I love that. It's the best thing I know.
What's your favorite tribe to play with in Polytopia?
I always liked Hoodrick because they have really cute houses and the nature and the weather is nice there.
Did you ever read one comment about your game that really made you proud?
One comment?
One comment. Yeah.
Well, I read a few comments of people saying that it changed their lives, which I find kind of weird because it's just a mobile game, but it really moves me and makes me very proud that it can mean so much to someone.
Is there any cool feature you've borrowed from another game that you're thinking of?
I actually, I guess a lot, but I think, I don't know, I can't think of anyone right now, but I'm heavily inspired by a lot of things, not so much games, maybe more movies and stuff.
And one thing that you really, really hate about making games?
Unity, editor.
All right, thank you very much, Felix. It was very, very good to have you here.